Why do you feel pain, but God says nothing? Why does he let you fall into the abyss of despair, cry out in tears, while heaven seems silent? The shocking truth is that there are pains God intentionally does not explain, because if he were to explain them now, you would ruin the very process he is using to prepare you for something greater than you could imagine. Every wordless wound is a warning. You are being shaped not to live like everyone else, but to walk as someone chosen. You think God's silence is distance, but in reality, it's a sign you're too close to something sacred, so much so that darkness feels a need to stop you at all costs. In Isaiah 45, verse 3, God says he will give you treasures of darkness and hidden riches in secret places. So sometimes, you must walk through pitch-black days with no explanation, because there are treasures of the soul that can only be found when you have nothing left but trust. You are not in pain because you are abandoned. You are in pain because you are being refined. Just like Joseph, sold into slavery, imprisoned and forgotten without a single defense from heaven. Yet it was there that God taught him how to rule a kingdom. When God plans to take you to your own throne, he will allow you to be humiliated without answers, so you learn to trust him beyond justice. Have you ever wondered why Jesus wept in the Garden of Gethsemane, sweating like drops of blood, pleading with the Father to take the cup from him if possible? He received no explanation, only silence. But that silence paved the way for the resurrection. That's the secret. If you always need answers to keep walking, you'll never enter the land of miracles. There are trials God uses to make you into someone before he lets you do something. Romans 8 verse 28 doesn't say everything is pleasant, only that everything works together for good. Your suffering is not meaningless. It has purpose, and that purpose is often hidden until you're mature enough to continue faithfully without seeing it. You might be in a season where God is dismantling everything you thought was foundational, relationships, opportunities, health, even clarity, because he's rebuilding you with a divine blueprint. If you knew where he was leading you, you couldn't handle the pressure to stay strong. But by letting you walk in darkness, God is activating a rare kind of faith, a faith that makes hell tremble. You are not called to understand everything. You are called to believe, even when your heart is breaking. This is not a game. This is training for a warrior. When pain comes without explanation, that's when you must choose. Either you doubt God's heart or surrender to his plan. The answer may not come today or even in this lifetime, but that does not diminish your value in his eyes. In fact, unexplained pain is proof that you are part of divine strategy, hidden from the eyes of ordinary people, but obvious in the spiritual realm. Do not demand an explanation from God while you're in the middle of a test. Remember, during an exam, the teacher is always silent. And if you are hurting in silence, consider this your warning. You are close to something so great that the darkness needs you to quit before you touch it. Don't quit. Don't stop believing. Don't ask for an answer when you yourself are the living testimony of something beyond understanding. Now is the time to walk as if you hear God, even when all you receive is silence.